Went broke in the check and put $100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you now.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56.
First time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. He'll fire deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit get a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Prescott. It's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Fourth down and less than a yard.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. Running with Elliott. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? You know what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sony Michel, his first carry. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third and long, it's Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
17-yard line.
The Dallas Cowboys offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Prescott now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 56 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. He'll air this one out for Kirk. He's got him in. Complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Will fight his tight end here, Asiasi. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, it's Elliott, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. To throw is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Boy, field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
On down.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
I agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
The punt for the Cowboys.
Job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, it's Newton. Finding Harris over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Newton. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Newton on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
5-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michelle to get things started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Big play there for New England. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Buying time to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Newton now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Newton. defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. Down Dak on the option left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, Elliott. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. All the way down to the Patriots' 20. Big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3rd and 1.
Trying to run forward Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 3. Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go long. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and...
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just is not. They've got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Flushed out right. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Touchdown, Brown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes
they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott from the gun, letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go to Elliott again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pull it in. What a diving catch there. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, did I say no? No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. And they will take a knee here. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.